Shoot, this is not my fridge. This feels wrong. It's not my fridge. I'm just a visitor. Hi, Jade. Wasn't expecting you. Welcome to my green room. Please follow suit.
So Tyler, tell me what you did today.
Okay, so we were racing cars for video. 10 milli banger, hopefully.
So tell me more about, you say 10 milli banger a lot.
Absolutely.
Tell me more what you mean by that.
Well, 10 milli banger is a video that pulls 10 million views, and after I get a 10 milli banger, I can die satisfied.
Do you have a video close to 10 million views, or what's your record?
Not at all. Just 2 4 millis.
Just?
2 4 milli bangers, yeah.
Okay. So tell me about when you hit your first 2 million banger. How did you feel? Like, did you anticipate it? Was it strategy going into it? Like, how was it?
The game plan with that video was I thought I had banger potential. Uploaded it in like 3 days, had like 1 million. I was like, that's pretty good.
3 days?
Yeah, probably like that, yeah.
But how many subscribers did you have at the time?
Like 10,000 or something like that, yeah.
What video was it called?
Big Chungus. Yeah, that's the video.
All right, tell me more. Let's go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Tell me more about the things you eat. Go to the fridge.
Shoot, this is not my fridge. This feels wrong. It's not my fridge. I'm just a visitor. None of this food is mine. I'm just visiting, and she's harassing me right now, but yeah.
All right, so let's go talk about something else. Let's go to the couch and talk. So tell me more. How would you describe the videos you make in a few words?
Physically exhausting would be a good way to describe them. Emotionally draining and intellectually high input, I must say.
Okay. Do you have when you first made your channel, how long ago was that?
I think the channel's creation was January 29th, 2018, actually. I know the date. But when I started actually posting, I think it was sometime in September of 2018.
So it's only been a year and a half.
Probably a little more than a year.
How's 2019 been for you?
Good. Yeah, pretty good. I think could have been better.
Really?
But a decent year, yeah.
So for most people, hitting such huge milestones and almost 10 million views a month is something big. But to me, it sounds like you aren't too fazed by it. Is there a reason why you feel like there's more? You seem super ambitious. Where does this drive come from?
I just want a 10 million banger, honestly. It's really that simple. I'm a pretty simple guy. All I ask for is one video that breaches a 10 million viewed audience, and then I can die happy. That's all I ask for at this moment. It's an arbitrary goal. I'm starting to realize I'm about to turn 20 in 1 month, the big 2-0. I looked at an age graph the other day, and you want to know a sad statistic for your audience here?
Yeah, what is it?
20 out of 78. So that puts me at what, basically 26% of the way dead if I live to 78. And if I'm lucky, I might live to 80 or 90, and even then, I'm still 25% of the way dead. So the moral of the story is 10 million views will make me a happy man.
Okay.
I can die in my grave.
Okay.
That was a good life. Yeah.
So what's your social circle like? When you blew up on YouTube, did people treat you different, or do you just keep your circle tight, or what does your friends look like?
No, they thought it was pretty cool. It was a pretty positive experience. Everyone's like, damn, nice. People were fascinated by it, I think.
So when you first started YouTube a year-ish ago,
yeah.
What advice would you give to that younger self? Would you do anything different?
Absolutely.
Now that you know? Okay, what is it?
The first 100 videos, absolute waste of time.
What?
Character building, I guess. But they were dog shit. The editing was non-existent. The videos were bad. Didn't know how to talk to a camera. It was all bad news. But I think if I had the data I have now from the current videos, could extrapolate those discoveries, if you will, right? The bar graphs I can look at right now. Use that data on those videos. Yeah, I think I'd be at at least 2-3 times where I'm at right now.
Wow.
Pulling more views.
Wow.
Or just those older videos would have performed better.
Right.
Wouldn't have wasted all that time.
I mean, I have brief conversations with you in our 10 million banger group chat.
Okay.
You're very data driven, and maybe some people don't expect it. I'm just curious, if you had to give advice to someone starting on YouTube, I know you care a lot about click-through rate. You even had a video that didn't do very well and then hit I think 1.5 million views through
Oh yeah.
Can you describe to me what do you do when
I'll tell you a sad story.
What do you do when a video flops? Do you just keep it as is, or do you keep going and change it? What do you do when it flops?
Nah, I'm a big believer that a video never dies.
Okay.
And that if you upload a video, it gets 0 views, you can change the thumbnail, change the title, drastically, exponentially change the outcome.
Really?
So you want to hear the Chernobyl story?
Yes.
Okay, so I fly to Chernobyl. The video pulls 43 views. Everyone shits on me at Vid Summit, right? 43,000 views in like a week, right? At that time, I think it was at like 400,000 subscribers. That video hit 43,000 views in like 10 days actually, right? So I was asking around people at that conference and they were like, yeah, if it has 43,000 views, the video probably sucks. And I was like, nah, fuck you, that's not really true. I mean, like that was the consensus was. The consensus is among most people, I think, that if the video has low views, that the video sucks or just a shitty video, whatever that means, right? But I don't think there's a good or bad video, but there is a good or bad click-through rate. And we changed the thumbnail, we changed the title, and the click-through rate went up like 1 to 2% every day. So it went from like 7% to 9% to 11 to 13 to 15 to 17 to 19 to like 21.
Wow.
And then it went from like 43,000 to like 1.6 million. So that's the story of changing thumbnails and titles and having big impact, I think, yeah.
Last question for you,
Moral
Tyler.
of the story, change your thumbnails, kids.
Okay. One last question. Let's go outside for this one. So when you hit that 10 million banger, because you will hit that 10 million
I'm just gonna
banger, what are you gonna do when the video pops off? Like, what are you gonna do?
No, I'll be really happy. But at that point, then it goes from like 10 million to like, now I need a 20 million banger. So, no, I'm being serious, sad as it is. A lot of these numbers I think like YouTube people are dealing with are pretty arbitrary, like their goals, you know? I wanna hit 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, how do you know? Like, how do you know that's the right number to hit?
Oh, there's no right number.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I mean, views are pretty good right now. Probably pull like 10 million this month, maybe a little more. That's solid. But like, there's this theory. It's called like some like escalator of something or another. But anyways, the idea is that once you breach a certain threshold, you feel obligated to breach another certain threshold.
Okay.
So you go from like, I want to hit a 1 million viewed video. You hit that and you're like, okay, now we need to hit a 10 million. Now we need to pull a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 million viewed video, right? So all these goals are really arbitrary. And I think that's why a lot of people in this space are like, don't know what they're really trying to reach for, you know?
Do you feel like you don't either?
Not really. That's why I think I have arbitrary goals, like a 10 million viewed video.
It's interesting that you're self-aware about that, because some people really don't know that. Like, where does your self-awareness come from? Like, I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, do you read a lot of books?
I read a lot of books. I used to read a lot of books, but that's not where my self-awareness rises, assuming I have any.
Oh, you do?
I consider yourself pretty self-aware. I think I'm somewhat self-aware at certain points in conversation, I guess. But okay, I think YouTube in particular, self-awareness, well, like, okay, here's why. Because if you make like a 1 million viewed video, right?
Okay.
If you were to make a video that pulled 1 million views, you'd probably make like 3 to 4 times as much as I would.
Yep.
In a 1 million viewed video. So views don't really matter financially.
Yep.
In terms of direct ad revenue. So there's no real value to actual arbitrary view count.
Yep.
If my only goal is ad revenue.
Yep.
So that doesn't really matter. And if the video is like a prank, let's say, right? And that pulls 10 million views, not really materially impacting the outcome of the viewer's life, right? So there's no real substantive impact on that person's life.
Yeah.
So I didn't impact anyone. I didn't make any money on it. So, but a lot of people saw it for whatever that's worth, right? So if you could make a 10 million viewed video that could materially change the outcome of someone's life in some fashion, I think that has real impact. But it's tough on YouTube, I think, to do something like that, to breach a broad audience appeal. Like 10 million views.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That changes someone's life, you know? Like those motivational videos. I guess that's an interesting example of something like that. But even those, I don't know. But yeah, 10 million views. That's me. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I ask for from the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was so great to interview. I'm gonna go head out.
That was amazing.
I'm gonna go drive home now. Thanks so much, Tyler, for being on the show.
I hope you can use any of that footage and hope it ends up on the internet. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye, Tyler.
See you, Jade.